Omai be ya a free anara, ye more ye beraye, a more ye beraye. Sans Obana, Oman is a beko you, Senko you, free and ara. Yamwakwa basum come media house so, and they be doing Komoka crack, then Komo be dieno. A set the fatase minum you know ye dear. A sans a mana a timono. A yamano for a soft for Muslim for traditionalist, opinion leaders, and a kabum a year or man or money. And your back home, I said, and I said, Timor phones, yes, you a big role to play. Among your phones, you and you, ye phones from the INCSA, and the enemy of transit, NPP communication team for the Toby constituency, and then more, Munyabema, Safo Samuel, our ha, Samson and War Hayford appear and so ha. A Belgian man Ghana home. Na topic I never did home, Jumano. The Eddie can cry. A licentiate exams. Exams na a teacher for a yon. I don't know any baby home come. Abandoned the bar say and set emphasis as a teacher near or used to go. Our trainer there. Or sang court no co exams. Inti or can sembri a bra na omo ye ana born to one. Sansona. They told me, yet. Sona, State of the Nation address. I am a president. Extremely said Jetta. President John Dramani Mahama and Rao call Parliament. Now, when the Parliament got trans here, Dean Komobibri, a church of man in the air cronin the Eba. Seko ye, Sanko ye, Nina no, Genameno Munoso. In January, and Chehono, Meko, Mabaja phone China, Macoma Munina Quaba, Mr. Hayford appear, Mwakaba.
Rata, Mejoso,
Upon me there,
Namiadum Boko, and Anzoe,
Mr. Samuel Safo, one of the sports on the friend I was sports on Timiwa, Moha, and then Yanoha, Mr. Samuel. Happy Sabbath.
Happy day.
Upon me, dear.
Namiadum.
And it is a few subako, dear.
Sure. You feel for pa and Namianda.
My budget for now, and you may Yatio Moncano. A British man come from Ghana home. Na Koswa, not subscribe, follow your page, you know. Sunkwa Media Hub, Samson Sunkan Radio, or on Facebook, and YouTube, TikTok, and other social media handles also. We got Tune In Radio and Swa. Tune In Radio and Swa. Modern Ghana Radio. Sansona. Sawo Tune In. Also, Don Peace. Don Peace. Kwa Siena. Udu Don Peace a Siena. Almost the Sunkan Radio to go. I don't know. The Sunkan Radio broadcast. Aba, etc. Digital media. And the Aba. I was some year, Minumina. Because what it is, and to be a bad Medina say. Now, also when you be a tea over your beer.
Oh, come on, baby, Yanyibrudo wafa Simpawa yes na winya Yamishira Mamani paya zefua Enyano
Nyaminipa na ofia hanom obeka nyame asem ene ho nyina ye nyaminipa beka nyame asem na akire Ghana fo ye mokoba ba sunko media hub so ene nyumre yi ene mpanimfo atranse ye betwetwe nkoma fa oman konkron Ghana ho gidi se obeyin hira sanso na meso beyin hira dedi kan no meko menua bema safo Samuel ho na menna twetwe nkoma kakra fa Adija for exams are often like essential exams. Na oman pain dada na don't go for nim dim who say ya church for do be ada omo tena fiache ese nye bi Kenya omo na etimi improve omo nema anase omo dwumadi omo die aban we ba ya wose da bi da abra bonto ano se da bi da obetwam ho hia ene ede na esi ene ede na ekro omo de omo ya kyerkyerefo omo tuma my facts and figures de ekro ne de ba ewo sa exams ya yeka ho asemi so enti menua safo Samuel transe Mr. Safo la sense exams NDC de propaganda ade ye campaign gidi etia FS NDC de campaign TMPP na ade na sabre mo amwo institution ni mu de na mo hunu se ekro na se na akosie na ada na se improvement bia ba amenti onka the next be 5 minutes edin kan
okay I am a medasi enchia wa hefo ne watiefo gidi se nyamedom so obibia ho ye edin kan no ma memfa akwanya so na enchia mpanyumfo bi party mpanyumfo ne titiro ne ye MP Royal Anthony me papa no ye adwuma tambia menya akwanya no me bo papa na abaso papa no ye very committed adwuma wo ye no owa hofama de ma adwuma no nti mpaiba ne ye srese nyankopon dombo ano na oma na hoden ene nyansa na onto aso amfa nsomo dotobri mama na your problems no de ehia somebody our passion for adwuma wo ye te say Royal Anthony me ansa na problems in Amansia Central dotobri no yetumi asolve nti nyankopon nhira no oma na hoden na minsa ne mra party mu ankasa ngasa menchia chairman don peace onabo anapia chairman ne mu ne wa ngasa umu as communication director and jakese en confirm mo ye adwuma de boa party no esre nyankopon ho de de mamo I am your party mu de mamenti we tew ye besre obi bia ya wo hwe eti en se different nyame aduma wo chena eko that is first match.
On the first match
yes party ABA enkrata mu de ato ho ba bibia wo bia ya wo ye MPP ni we opepa wo opepa so be MPP ni o polling station mpanyimfo bebie nkrata mu de ato ho na omo aye registration of members nti se wo opepa se wo be MPP ni we MPP ni but officially the party no enimu en recognize wa baby a wo no baby a wo to aba let me say that baby a wo to aba party mpanyimfo be ya announcement e be bodawuro se edase ye hia edase ye tenase se wote saa de ubona ma onanye ntintia ne kona mpanyimfo enteki u particulars entwere wudi na o me party ni mapa na se party no take decision to aba what me atobi so wo ni so ade hunu se daachi wo be polling station executives executive electoral executive constituency executive regional executive national executive even to contest as member of parliament this registration starting a adma wachina on the 1st of March ekokosi the 31st of March enampanyfo ebehwem ehun say udini wo party no enkratem and sana position bi a opese o contest and na opese wo to abase yi party mpanyfo a ya ma kwan mo ato binti take this advantage opportunity kɛseɛ ya abade ama Ghana fo nyinaa sɛ ɔmo ba bɛka NPP ɔsono kokroko amanyɔkuo ne ho party a ɔba power ɔde nhyehyɛ egu akwan mu ɛma Ghana fo nyinaa ɛho tɔɔ yɛn nyinaa yɛmfa yɛn ho njim na party no entumi embra power come 2028 na yɛmra mɛsom ɔman no ɛmoama Ghana for ɛho ɛntɔ wɔn nti from the 1st of March ɛyɛ wɔkyena ɛgosi the 31st of March wote sɛ baabi a woto waba sɛ yɛ bɔ dawuro ɛsɛ party mpanyinfo ahyia ɛyɛ meeting a wobɛkɔ party mpanyinfo bɛtake attendance ɔmo bɛtwerɛ odin na going forward no waba abɛyɛ party ma ɛba mapa
enti sɛ deɛ metie wi a opɛ sɛ woyɛ NPP ni mapa
yes
na opese opre position bi anase going forward na opese we ye djuma soronko bi ma party na ebre ne money
yes ebre ne
call police station
good
na akotire odin
yes
otire odin wi a meetings ahodo mo yina hwe ne se obekọ bie
sure
na eno wachi no wasanya ID card anase party card se wo eye NPP ni mapa
yes.
Say, heard your money, Koidia. NPP is the only political party in Ghana that has a good policies.
Absolutely.
It's me Bua Ghana for you now.
Absolutely.
Media Metia Mekano Natural. Say, NPP is the only political party for the past 1 year. NDC for taking over the governance. At the social intervention program now, Omodia Ba. Wow, cross a 1 year be there be. On social media, we dollar. Hey, and European, if I say, I found back in Busak, was economy ye there be you need an asking and he said, the Minister of say, go to your police station and register and get a membership card as NPP member or as a patron. Me communia if I say appear chance and masaba because when who here pa as appear to na no tum kakra na what say we NPP ni mapa nembom ye kwede mu no na apia
director
apo ye de
nyame adom boko na nso e
nyame adom so mo ye pa ese sango fo ye nchi ke ye ya abofo so but Mr. Safo ya de what try say a channel first.
No correct.
Hey, all the rest are 31 except February alone.
28 days in each AP.
And you know, can you have a minute? So, NPP, I'm on your cone, a be book, Manamukata Mato say, Bianco. But you're too about a good children, they say, NPP never back. Kakrabana back of my mind.
It's here for near the form of Sabri. Said ye, Yenina, Yenimino. Emreno Brand be an a brave drewer party. Ebie wana pono to ho se obi opeso be medie nka memom die anka obi a free nyame bo ochina the new patriotic party NPP ye bie ya pono to ho na de manage ne se na no me ba Jacobu me ba na meti announcement se amanfo no ye police station executive bi ni ada electoral area coordinators na hyase a omo bodawro se obi bia na ne pompon so ne hyase nyambo ochina eye first baby a woto aba eye wo polling station ho no ifi nyambo achina eye first match edikosi 31st match ko na fa wudin ne wo niema bi a party mpanyimfo bebusa no provide e fama wo mo na beka party ne ho na se achina bi no wo pepa se onzo contest eye polling station executive constituency executive electoral area executive regional executive national executive anampo mrashe bedwani ewo NPP dinimu a wonso watimi a contest na medin tro a sha se nyambo ochina so ebe mihu se wonso obo homoden ewo party manso tua udius de boa party ni dwumadie enti se ebi apona to ebe se so obi bia ba bia wo bia se bibi nti na party no na wo ye bibia da bi ekwan na ba ebre ni nie sign bra emeka se me ko ya mantwe bi ni ho sa the here is nyambo ochina eye first match edikosi 31st match no wo be call police station na wo di udin akone mpanyimfo nso atworo agu nkrata mu na wanya party card na aboa mo aba be NPP ni mapa na ye take decision na si ye si gina ye bia o party ni mu a wonso batime de wano atum na mpanyimfo nso de edi dwuma aboa ma going forward into the 2028 general elections no party netimi aba power bio ni aba beboa mo manfo ho ato mo na te say de ho no no
na che say de ho no sa na menua if what appear I don't know say de ho no go to your polling station where we vote na co-register as a patriot. I just say NPP amonyoko no kire wodo ene ahoka former kosronko a wode ma Ghana fo nyina oni obi amfiri mo se we get NDC ni na wo hwede e momoyi kwese koko ya teso hwi kashiu ya teso hwi a enema aye diama kuafo yi na hwe na NDC na mo wa mo na ko polling station bia auto award na ko register as NPP member na mjidi se na na ko kufuado for the past 8 years obucha Ghana ha well good policies on the good akwem social intervention programs affect individuals are more down papa we dey mean that cry e be ha se aboda baso na 1 year twemu ya NDC ndimi nya hwi die na say the man has been vindicated. Nanasa for saying vindicated is the whoever say
vindication is in the womb of time.
Is the womb of time. Yeah. I don't know. Okay. Nti mama ko bi nyasa for na yenko licensure exams no asem. Hello? Yes sir. Okay, ento wasn't free. Nanasa for. Esi almost say exams no mo pase o mama ya twere bio. Esi ade almost ye ndwere. Sikana kra ko sa pagem. Basako graphic online make say hu say almost there be mo nya ntumo say dey. Mo na mo field no. Mo exams na teacher from twere no. NDC buy almost say mo come yenti. Okay.
That's it.
Yeah.
To say the Odin kan no prior to the 2024 elections no. Union NDC for the little or the least opportunity bia on benya bia be on be nipa ba ko mienu esun complain na wo align wo self to say ankofo no oh the emotion ye ba be the amamo the emotion ye ba be the amamo en aya sene nipa bia sutie no nipa bia ni wiase a open sohwe enti se wo ka kire ne se kokoye nsohwe na memfa ade we ma wa ade no ya de papa kra bo nse na wo nwinwi enti e ba ne sa ntina enuano ma omufri teacher the various teacher training colleges no e ba no this policy crampo and start your era na do danko akufo ado apenso the NTC ne ho mra ne ho creation nyina started way back before na do danko akufo ado e ba bet because na the various aban no anasa aban na edi animo no na the hypocrisy, because of hypocrisy, they were unable to implement a normal level NTC creation and the policy is a good policy because the Biamika say all the professionals here were mind way ubia ko school ekoko twere ekosua ade courses ya ehia say obabe lawyer courses ehia say obabe medical doctor courses so ehia obeye na watwere exams amobe nurse ne na sefo even driving ye cook osua driving we are ye twere exams for a certificate and I say yes let me tell you like that ye twere exams me my license card inti what is so different about teaching any other professions you know inti ekoba say nanando danko akufo ado aban de ba say yentwere teacher for entwere exams na yemma wo mo license certificate na qualify wo mo to be a professional teacher no me I was for it policy be bia obenya ho acheachew and we can discuss it on another day say bia na ho say nti after the implementation no yenye evaluation na baby a problem no yen correct it. That one is fine, but to come out na utum futrogu the teacher trainees no any say me ba metwa license exams nim. The word was metwa license exams nim, knowing very well that ade no eya de papa aman se woni yenuanuma teacher for a omunya akwanya wo motwere exams we bi no munya akwanya kopie UK foreign countries a they will tell you say the respect any recognition the ma woman no different from one no the teaching professions move before license we say eba. So say because of this license exam to woko UK it mean man which there without asking you to go through certain training before, because you are a professional teacher. You are training from Ghana and Sanaoba. Before that, you know, at the end of the day, say we are a professional teacher. We are professional and own trade licenses and all over the world. It may be our profession, be our trade licenses. Same applies to teaching. And it is a na school way, work English, work mathematics, work we obi ako tertiary our trace exams ni bi even wo ma omo enye teachers no omo esua courses bebreba teachers no esua ni bi omo of course bebreba teachers ni esua bi. So what differentiates you from obi a wako UCC wako KNUST akọ read other courses wa enye teaching course wa o courses na ye no no so bi the be differentiate you are from and say ye exam na ye ma wonye license exams o qualify no ye purely teaching exams. In this all qualifier, then you become a professional teacher. Now if you have certificate or licenses, now the name and the fact police everywhere drivers I didn't know more way. Here one more licenses. You're a medical doctor, so you're qualified medical doctor. Your licenses now be show. Lawyers, your more licenses now mushu. Nurses, they do same. And none of these professionals, man, enna, one more a certificate and our license exams no ye infuse into their courses or no school. All of them meanwhile just completed nursing training recently. We school no and sana work out to the license exams as a nurse. Recently ana results na ba nyame adom wa pass. Lawyers the same thing, medical doctors wo nyina wie o course of study before so mbekwa akotwere these licenses no ndi as a president and I will be an hour video mine so pain no I was surprised say papa no ejina domenima no oka say ye be ye free ho ye be ye free ho ye be ye free ho and teacher trainings no so enya papa no mugidie because they make an nipa bia no ha wo penso hwe enti say wo se wo be ye free ho na yenya automatic posting ye beba so automatic posting no class out to assume wo be ye free ho na say ye wie school a yenya ye postings yen gongo three exams bia ansana ya qualify abe apply for your postings there and ye hwan na ento abamfama wo mokọ to abade ma wo na de ya na me ya ne say and wo hwe graduate ya ye churning out wo mo free schools mu the various training colleges universities nursing training edeba ya wo montumi enye research about certain issues man sometimes ya na makoma ya. So as a graduate will be a promise of this say nipa no untumi enko just a Google search na won hwe nipa no history asem o kan asem we ya no wo ye we o kan asem we no wo ye we the name say wo ye teacher ni no the name Mahama woti a o senka wudwane and now wo ye training teacher na pese wo be ye teacher ni a woti edin Mahama enka e wo say wudwane, let alone giving you lofty promises. Enti I trust enka yenuanum training for
adentina teacher ni ti Mahama dinanga ese wudwane.
The entire teacher ni na wa wo pese daach wo be teacher ni a o se wo tie din Mahama na adwane ne say papa no woni teacher for eni ni ye anytime bia o wa ban mu woni teacher for eni ni ye. One typical example the first time I buy teacher for a year adwuma several years, some 8 months, 9 months, 12 months, some 24 months, that is 2 years. A big crack or 36 months, that is 3 years. A bar say into our mokano. Papa we 8 years, just 3 months, and a dema woman. Wabra, and I do one, but some do a year dumenina, or she eduguye. Oshe allowances near what ya batichimu, a juma ye, a chalk. Nanzayana modernization ti markers ne nase for marker boards aba chalk ene lesson note ne nase for na ye de kira papa we ba ne first administration no wo ka kire say ye yemfa ye major salary ne akatu ya kakra no ene ngongoto chalk emfa nkira de registers ya ye twere nkwala de gumu mark wo mu nyina ne first administration na ho eden. It is a wo ye obi adaache wo pese obe teacher ni na wo say sa papa we irrespective of the records in education and in the field of teaching no still obebu ani agusa no ma na wo ye no so na wo say wakwa akoto abade amana na it beat my imagination eye me ya say yenuanom entumi andwene sebi andwene na asem no kan ho pre nu and dissect issues no ma say papa we say there oka a b oka b a enti yentie no and lo and behold obae no licenses no yentwam over even NTC womo statement or mode refute claims say the price for license exam has been increased, you know. Or my jatum say license no edaso ho and they are going to write one in March. Or more back I think October no. Or more BM in March. Or more statement na mumpo no. Or more say more day bill or more so more day bill be parliament na in every March. No, omni education minister need dim go say or be set March. EDC was say in every March you be train license exams.
Mr. Safo, Mami Musabio.
Okay.
NDC as a political party started on governing Ghana 2025 January 7th. A teacher for Asakotre exams from license exams no abuse 2025 October.
Yes, 2025.
And this March coming almost Sakotre license exams.
Yes.
Wow.
October 2025 they wrote and a March we ye or ma motre October na wo mo anya no akoye no bibi de say receipt
and I say what can I say
as a what bi pa no what hand of deck BS no deck what free and I say wo kotre receipt no nti October na o mo biem general one no o mo nyina atwere nti wa about 4 courses and subjects menkane sa nti when nya 4 ni nyina ye post you. That is how it is. In this way, miensa ne ka baako no obetwere akomi so obenya ansa ya posti. Nti wo ma omunya mienu miensa baako no e na de aka no ya biem e de amomo twere receipt no. Nti after this one from July, August going on besa biem for general one obia afi no free college mu onso wa apply. Na onso wa akotwere license. So it is a fallacy. Ena omo ekachire Ghana for say license exams no womu betwam. Now they were just doing that to hoodwink Ghanaians. Womu de that Ghana for say na be ya sa training teachers no both private and public. Even public inquiry we have about 46 colleges of education. Enkwala egun from year 1 to year 2. Womu doson. They are about 100,000. This is a sa vote no when nyina mpo na unya 60,000, 70,000, 80,000 a huge number. Inti womu de sa promises no to womu adwunim se ne be ya womu be twin sa ankwala no e de aba womu sa ne ankwala na ba be to abade amom and womu to abade ma womu we no se ne aban no normal bibire o kan ye kan se e kill net e scam e settings no womu scam training teachers no exams no womu ntwam and they are not ready to cancel it today no tomorrow womu nye omadwen say license exams no womu ba betwam. Okay. Because they have stated say every March bia on bese trail licenses
every March
NDC there say what say NDC Yura Mahama Ironman settings killnet nada and Ghana for it to omofo na womo entie but me de say inuanom training for no sometimes I don't blame them because 2013 ebu no 14 15 16 7 na wo swa enti wan hu papa we yi enti ye kan na wo mpese obeti se de wo mu angasa enya life experience of papa no se ne wote angasa se ne be ya going forward the be inform wo mu in their decision making
in the person so hanto wa aya na ne be wo ha
yes
ohun na ne so se de Mr. Safo eka no o se exams no o mu guzo mo twere na se de nchiremu chire no nanka eye esafata se atija for chire exams no entina abanda da no nimdie mu obeto se wo no wantwam na wogina so epegya mu se de be ya sense nurses tre no muduru other foreign countries na omo mo djuma ye Ghana for timi Ghana ni ba I think last 3 years up to this year Ghana nurses timi tre and I said to me apply UK na okwakoye djuma o UK straight white teachers nti nimdie mu na che as ever say license exams no na ebeboa pa na duro bi a abamu ba na ya duro bi a yedum dwa we de NDC for mo dwomo no mpa
onde se papa na o ka say e elections a kan from drug akrana de fam no akrana de fam
and drug akrana de fam na odi enti se de Mr. Savo say no mama ko bi no here for the chain ono de sa topic we mjidi say ni interest obo super say onim de wo na wate de wo no o sa kan de wo ma kire me nia here for mo ko ba
rapeni meje wo so
license essence
no kwasem
just license essence eje is great
enye bete
ani si shewo o ma say yabo
no cre father edi kan ma menchia etifo ni ahwefo
yeah
na menchia NPP mpanyimfo yeyura lawyer Anthony Mie say enra no watenase ye pa na so na mtimi say otie de ekobia na mrepam no nyambo adwada say minority no represent the true state of the nation's address na man this president okay or can be fa ura no kakra a refer to the judiciary no timi sure say
your voice kakra o have voice no
okay you beti
bra minority era fanyo markets jina simpie so na o kakra fa president ba parliament ka kasa o kan
no credit
that is the producer prize
do the
prize
Adams no answer
na Mesanchia yenia yura constituency chairman Dominic Jobosompim Dom Peace na menchira general secretary the general himself Mr. Ano Kwabenapia na menchira me ami boss yura Solomon Amankwa yes omugbo adwuma pa de boa yen party ni wodo to be constituency na menchira enuanum communicators ni na omaho fama omaho kekam de adwuma de boa party ni nyina aye de party no nkunim de pesi die in 2028 election na me did say enu sa ambre de nuru no de mbo aba no na yura Alhaji Mahmud Baumia nyame nam so ama ba be yo mampanyini enu nyina ye hwe anim ti se de oho no father we say ban education reforms, education policy as a whole. The NDC as a party no omunde share the more my Ghana and it's a fact. I won't mention who chinye. Uji who chinye so I need. Show if film ra ye shas ye Kwame Nkrumah money omo be build Ghana. E shas ye no ye in basic schools e omo trade so FQ free compulsory basic education omo introduce ye no di na hu say ne nesi be ko yewura president Kofo eba bam 2000 meboa yes 2000 yeko education we introduce the friend no capitation grant sa capitation grant no na eba be yi burden or how I wo awofo so e wo school mafiri ho enti enei capitation grant no eda ho tiase ayeye adwuma and the education reform ba kono no in 2005 president Kofo ye omo wa ensamrani bi kro omo bo no omo kan say kra the gentle giant wa hu in 2005 you president Kofo say introduce the school feeding program almighty school feeding program now the master say hu NDC abaye wo hu me yes sure say 2024 you moving 2025 no constituency be the fourth over the school feeding program I was expecting some 24 hour economy no so man ko hu almighty school feeding program no ene is still in existence ye boy education and so ha ye ko yanim ye run na do danko akufo adon so buy ono so buy no want na hu in 2018 program be buy ma me hwe na me ma the full meaning of it omutwa and stop no gallop o say gallop ne ye Ghana Accountability and Learning Outcome Project gallop in 2018 and we introduce it and there some selected schools
Saturday free SHS na odinka
me nko me say when you basic school
we basic okay
we basic na nga say senior high school there me mba ho because there be enti gallop no another for reformer abehye ye basic school ni mu a eboa alleviate or how schools no we on the parents and I say bia awofo no we the school itself okay. Because em dey be atwam na common chalk to say the binu akan no ne bi ni ho, and we had a whole
ye kai say a whole vice president
obeka say me mamo talk me mamo ne mamo tena ye kai sa voice na habit here me mamo ne mamo tena talk on so ya dia muntimi nto enti na do danko akufo no say all this me can say problems ni wo ho no high schools no say mu ni talk na mo ba bebre ni adanti me mamo fund bi a mo betimi de asoso so mu amuhumu until say bia ye ne be release capitation grant nya say nye ready a gallop no so buy ane no so boa schools amo matimi akọ manim say de bia o how bia emma meto manas emma achiri ye run na don kwakufu ado na say BEC registration o say ye free ho
BEC
registration fees o ye free ho registration fees no o ye free ho ane mo muntu
ane ye aben
starting from 2019
rather
2019 we you say BC registration no if you man no be register on Tuesca no ba register and free now going to the senior high school nana the almighty now NDC for no mo kase bia na ye ba mu nche no you don't need 1 year to implement your flagship policy na do danko akufo do shase bo free SHS ho the rule since 2008
yeah
enti wo kan ya enti no ya plan ni 8 years solid years free SHS
obo ho the rule 8 years
obo be consistent sa 8 years enti nyambe na domo a Ghana 40 ni so mde akonwa ne man 2017 September and the free SHS no implement here and you know one surprise is Satan am one off en kwala no ma wie basic school JHS no mo wo fie omunyeska financial constraints omuntimi nko schools no omunyina san back ebe register BEC san true foforo because of free SHS
enkola
no mavie
omboso ko
secondary school of financials omuntimi nko
sikasemunti omuntimi ankoro
omusan back ebe register true BEC enya kwan ko free SHS ni bi na do amfa 1 year na implement free SHS enam say no draw plan na toward that no oba ye na roll it out 9th month.
Because I'm penny for be crack agents, won't tone bossy, then won't tone bossy.
What plan ye?
Or put a hundred or scanning ye?
What plan ye? It's never be a good enough when we are fair na ye be na ye better and 24-hour authority 1 money there be. It's education reforms no any policies no NDC ni be. Enti no going into the 2024 election, your margin say no, you need education policy in time back we room. Enti we capitalize on the shortfalls. I walk baby kitwebi. Na college of education na ankasa no problem wo ho free kofo mame kofo back with the facha me say me san ekwachi who say emre bi atwam ne afre bi people teachers eye wo wan ko ebia tertiary na se bia we no bia
wo wan ko training college
na wo church ade SHS ni na
secondary school
wo church ade ye wura kofo introduce distance education.
Okay.
Emo mu nyina koye distance education bi nya diploma certificate. I be upgrade wo mo enne e bi kuta masters.
Wow.
Kufo na implement this policy no. E di buy. Na do danko akufo ado 2018 biu. E upgrade the college of education diploma certificate ni to degree certificate.
From diploma to degree.
Degree 2018 na do danko akufo na yes reform no. And no mu no implement e ye over the Ghana Education Act 2003. And NTC the same say what's the true teacher license exams. Its implementation never happened in 2018. Nana Blanco Kufado Abreso. And to say in 2018-2019, and your true first teacher license exams. Now, license is no problem by the exams. Director say we take the mechanic. License no any problem. But the exams say the Mibra can say Ubien who opens so here. And so here will be a bit done.
Yes, Christo no
question. But here is the case. Before I be recognized, I will be say we a certified teacher. I'll bet me a handle. Even if every classroom I will maybe ask me, this is a license.
Testil.
Yeah, testil one woman.
About the crata.
Yes, license. Dear, say, we a teacher in our back. You be so say, license when you say only so the for a car. Now on send uniform. Say police need na no person who so the we in the card e the chere. It is a me so me ye teacher ni e dey na me betre. E am license card na me dey atesampa. Me so me ye teacher ni. Now here is the case. NDC omo for omo ho adwen say no. Ye nim say enso hwe do bi ampe so let's capitalize on it. And the man who say NTC any Ghana Education Service no omo nye pe. Obi a different body. And the same person regulating the teacher licensure exams, you are going to fight with NTC, a National Teaching Council, and the Ghana Education Service. And no more who.
Sir,
Somebody no more under
Ghana Education Service.
Yes.
And a tertiary
Ghana Education Service and a National Teaching Council. No.
Bodies independent.
Obia operating need a different.
Okay.
And it's a Ubemua, though it is under Ghana Education, under the Ghana Education Act. No. NTC requires also with multi-tenant license exams.
Yeah.
But the implementation, no, and another don't go for introduce because of upgrading a year diploma certificate to degree. No, it also we now license a bachelor's and we are certified teacher.
Okay.
And here is the case. NDC, a year John Dramani Mahama said the animal or capitalize on one share the merits. The end beba no because na election year nti no there be o mam ko ka wi on bejima tum mam ko ka wi enso he do bi ampe e no krenso se e de beto ho na so ko because enye gi na set you entities na de do question ba no mo de friend saying applicant na say be a candidate no o mam mo matro exams no baby o kan so be ya na me here for them then say si wa wie no atena fie bia be a year and say 7 months and so no be tro no ho de ne bia me ne ya adwen say e wo se bia wo wie na wato no so kan say edu hon de on bet ensi ye what you say ensi ye enti friend saying na nu ya me te say o me din ka tro 2 teacher line says I'm so much to 2025 for much troy and na this coming one year on battery one surprise thing is say you catch them say don't Dramani Mahama ade ya wo ke woni mi se beboa but na me election ti no wo ba betu mfutro agu omanfo nani ni kwa so omanfo ni di akire omantie enom koto abandman no we hoping say John Dramani Mahama by in 1 year no betwam education minister Yeri Haruna Edusu set up 7-member committee on free SHS any friend is saying teacher licensure exams reports ni ba bonti Haruna Edusu say obehia scholars asa no matimi akanse teacher licensure exams obehia scholars because reforms any merit and a positive impact teacher licensure exams no e dey ba no ehia and you have to write it what you say and one kaso obey yefi wakeke o say obey integrity e wo final year exams nim e dey ama teacher trainees no me no ka say sisi teacher trainees under na nado danko akufuado no omu did 3 times a day teacher trainees no omu did 3 times a day under na nado danko akufuado enne omu did 1
na ye feed you 3 times
a day 3 square meal enne omu did 1 hot meal
ano pa da wiara nybre
eno de that is what is happening. Yeah. Teacher training colleges and I will say me some woman say after so we dey attraction woman so be teacher licensure me wo e bi hon ma under the Ghana research agenda no manifesto no metimi akan ame nyahu say there be the papa na en wedding intro even national service for teacher trainees the teachers na kaso bi twam e wo ha e wo the research agenda ni metimi abi ni nya kan ya say no don't Dramani Mahama
ebere o me wetu akan se
ebere o yebe kan enti teacher trainees no I will say me okay a month ago and I say 2 months or more top forms so munya kwan ko teacher trainees no the whole of month na say 2 months no question school me man sua de
na teacher for no strike
na all my teacher for no strike but man for na ante na nu ya no call it off the strike this 9th February no call it off the strike
oh na say me nu ya no ho say kwa wise mo ni ade ho de mete
o man sua hwe College of Education Teachers Association of Ghana almost strike almost 1 month. Additional for quantity ababia church for no first year continuous students are no teaching practice na dey na o man supervisors o man no school so man teachers am man chiro ma dey no mo strike aban na hwe wo it is aban we ba oni teacher for endin ye krakrakra say dey me bra kan no what you say you go back John Dramani Mahama onu ani bio me braka say you be try there 2 years 3 years when tu amka and na arrest na nye just when tu amko it was a policy near friend 3 months pay policy
3 months pay policy
bet me be achro 3 months pay policy under the IMF conditionality
yeah
u betra there 3 years 2 years yen tu awka near tu awka 3 months and it is happening today what you say na do danko akufuado papa no hu nyame nsra no minim se obitimi if since Kwame Nkrumah time the time been as your mampenyo mabako nyina obi abu jaka, it is a fact. Na adentina wa ba betoka na se kada hokra net se de nkra wo na wo ba be fixe de doso and this de doso 2016 teachers ayentu omoka omo ye adwuma ayetu omka 3 months 2020 na na kwa kufa be clear sa arrest ni nyina wanye dede entimi nim die ntia NDC mo ba beto kan be fixe omafo na nya mugidie mo be ye hu adwuma no mo te ho na debia na dede
na me metie NDC as a political party a mo riri Ghana a mo nim o mo se mo nim de ye na mo ye ma Ghana na mo se o mbato se e kada ho inti Ghana for ni diga efeze enko NPP for so go di o matam na se o mo ko NPP na me ya oba he na about to gold reserve gold na ejaye no sika ejaye no de wanka e ka ejaye na wanka
asset and liability na
yes
and the CCI na ye ka teacher license teacher for no mu hu bi teacher trainees no mo school no mu hu bi omo ma wi omo ban omo hu bi say John Dramani Mahama no de work no na wonim onim de work no just to win the vote keke just like that and I know work ho asem and nye say oba be implement ama wo as teacher training wanya ho totroto na wo didi me ensan enso na wo didi baako and then now wasa committee so waka say allowances have been restored. Look at this. Obi a one kasa under your watch, under your stewardship, allowance no it was there. And when me asem be say ye be kan ho asem bet kwabena minta kando ote afidie ni mu a osu say na lugu nursing training principal was suspending all because say was the forms no anasi be our first student 2720 wa bro catch enso on 720 debi John Dramani Mahama yet ya say in 2013 sona 2020 sona or see at the currency away allowance if you want to say or person increase the quota from 9,000 to 13,000
yeah
without the allowance Akufo-Addo maintain this quota of 13,000 and still pay the allowance to teachers and so teacher for na nkase mu ko tu abeti NPP in 2024 and then one enne me no kase se wo ye teacher ni ana wo Ghana ha mu se ya aketua na e baaye no 2026 budget na e baaye no ene aketua ntumu e baaye no ete wo sen obi introduce 2 allowances digital allowance professional development allowance otua no consistent wanye break oba betua allowance no it take you 3 months eno kura ne bo otu jansa na otua sa allowance no we no asate 500 cedis every so 500 cedis every allowance so allowance no implement no 5 million what you dey hear do implementing the policy no want so time ni dura otua no on time August September John Mahama ntua September wentua October wentua December eno kura jane bo wansa na otua adis na about teachers di this agro
enti we nyina kire se NDC
oba education sector no hwi ni ho
Ewura John Dramani Mahama omuni
there be education side ni there John Dramani Mahama ni and this they admit it omunim hwi ni ho no mbom de beboa
obi otimi ko campaign ko na ka kire Ghana for say NDC MPP for them so say NPP for them so say o me ya crash for nko school ene de geta nko ana mo pe ye de ba ye de na Ghana for
me see ene wono agya to me say digital is the only way now over sectors na friend saying NSA National Service Authority yes. Bank of Ghana Controller and Accountant General Department GRA sir institutions now without Ghana card without digital a friend is saying
and then 3 days Ewura Aswase MP Ewura Interior Minister
Muntaka
okase mi na fe na mi jina na team sana me raho so mo introduce you a friend say security agencies no kwan fa so peke wo mo no omo de application no
yes, app online
application no
we say
o wie kra no wasa ko aptitude test na no chere say
yes
ye test integrity na digital na mo se enye no
digital na
enye magana for no bibia na say kratisem no ene de mo de aptitude test about online na menu owo kobro menu owo benjire ni Minio, I feel say, only good internet. How can that person be tested on that aptitude exams?
We need a crown of offer so you were
upon you every more. Now the exams be about aptitude test. It who apply for police, soldier, and security service be as a utubika kumase. And I say, Okoba be internet very strong. Say, but I say, no, I say, so come media hub if you are. No, but no, upper Joseph Blasso, Mr. Adam, I'm many up to test no. I said, when you acquire exams. Icons here.
I move a night to a cafe hole. Between bedroom, we are matching training for.
And go for 1 night to a cafe
or a cafe home where testing.
Because of aptitude testing. Ghana. Yes, see a queen. Obisi ezanguechi afedo ba say oh ni ekwe ni na pa o ye ja omano ensenseme na me dey have for kakra so exams no na for the next topic
na me can to say under the reset friend say we ye resetting Ghana manifesto 2024 we ye John Dramani Mahama Nankasa manifesto o say oko page 51555
page
15115 no 5.5
yes
and only teacher professional development licensing and welfare and he's talking about the welfare of teachers
and the license
itself and we need a friend saying and some or see the next NDC government will place teachers at the heart of its educational reforms. Obe place teachers on the heart of its educational reforms. You must say educational reforms ben or diaba.
Over 1 year.
Reforms ben or diaba.
Is it 1 year you over 1 year?
Over 1 year. Reforms or diaba ni dia. Yanko yanim. Okoda no say abolish the teacher licensure examination and integrate the licensing process into the final year examination. Internet say we are on na home exams so we now final exams now which one license ne ka ho and today ni ehu and na me no ka say march owie school ene march ye di ende ye e be started the registration no e be say February 10th e be ende as da be ende registration na ende be exams be start 23rd March yes as actual exams no yes I copy number 2 or say scrap the NPP's mandatory national service for teachers to teacher trainee graduates and restore the automatic employment of newly qualified teachers. What a scam.
What a scam.
Oba abolishing national service, Oba national service personnel send out through send 2 NIO national service.
Now
2 batches of teachers.
Omuka sembi. Mama nkai okakra. Omuka chere say wow kwakoye national service biara. Edo be ko military training. As
I speak, ebi ho eno de me hu say omo de PR ni bi di bia
bomb. O di bi na ko
ofo ni nyina onye en eno no kwa no enye de educate enye GS o wanka so GS for na eko o de other sectors ni bi na eko na no create say
na other sector do say
the stock sector do say
Ghana ha sector do say na o do mo military no
director
o do mo for that process no mo
yan hwa de bi o say prioritize the timely promotion of teachers and ensure the availability of funds for their remuneration. Next is the teachers no. Oko wani mu ohun. O rank no. Oko wani ma ye tro so hwe. O si obey ye free ho. Enso na no yam control exams wa ko carry. 29 fi etwa mu ya 29 December o mo control exams.
Wow.
29 December ye etwa mu ya ebi control exams wa ko carry. Odi nka bietu odi na tiefo omo 29 yom control exams wa ko carry. Oba how many years ni?
Wow.
2024, 2025, 2026 John Dramani Mahama so be yi your friend is saying promotion exams na for automatic. Sa automatic in the poor pay there. Enso ba there na yehu. Me no ka say.
Na say automatic na ultimate Ghana for.
Say
onum say Ghana for there. And na so ka say ade automatic.
Just a passion. Ghana for anti as here.
Gidi na go so.
2020 ye wo teacher batch of teacher with you. And just last month here another batch of teachers as in we about become your mama is creating backlog.
Na enra you so na no minority no press conference no way no. You just need to listen.
Sure.
Punchlines e wo. That is oba e wonya view.
There be one say enke hu bi da be say backlogs of teachers. me no can say you were 30,000 classrooms without teachers. 30,000 classrooms without teachers.
Anano enua otokono eko one of the regions now so okobo koko hundewro ohini ba ko sorry ya okasa sa voice no is all over social media.
Sure.
Or say yeni akuafo a ye wo ha yeni maamefo de papafo a yeni na se tua atichafo bika ansa no nwachira de wo ha yeni atichafo na sa backlogs wo ho atichafo otifi omo ye na wo fie.
According to EduWatch, 30,000 classrooms without teachers.
30,000
classrooms without teachers.
Wow. Ghana ayeminu mi no dia enuntina the grassroots program na dey bro we form pay and dey bro no modern na subscribe follow social media handles no Sunkan Media Hub Samsung Sunkan radio broadcast our Facebook, Twitter, TikTok and YouTube. Samsung also call Ghana modernghana.com hono so radio no ho tune in okoha obohu Sunkan Media broadcast no ho radio no betima tie live Samsung ye di nkomo yi ebia na wo comment bia wo baba both media about social media handle now but be able to no now the comment number ho if you ever come afefe na wo so nye beti if ya aye wo sabre wo me nua be ma he for appear wa ha sanso na me wo be nua be ma Safo Samuel e wo fi ha nyina ye MPP for sabre o mo hu se o man no o maja e man na hye nipa bonensa ama ne cashew yateso koko yateso ama kuafo edi tempintin kwa enye bete kura yewe efense exams na semana
ohwe mamifa kakra wen kan ho se woye ocheche ni na wutie mi a
okay
minim se den ye beba
fatu for more fatu for more pa
ye beba e fe ne sen so na ne so
yeah
in 2025 yewra be fa ba enwa no na mechanics are going to net that 30%. 25-30% if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Or increase no or teso because on the anti sort of yard. Or if you 25 not the 10% now obo teacher unions then other agency you senior the anho but say economy need in a year or the bibeka home. And here is the case. When you better say or economic indicators no that macroeconomic indicators na so near the idea in you going into 2026 a day ni hu obi as the economy na gina yi must dollar above form now also the beka ho a afi de no asante so about 9%
from 30 say if our memory set
yes 25 30
25 to 30
2024 and what
2024
yes
the abino emma 23%
23%
January to June
no
and from July to December 2% back 23 no
25
first
plus
half
2
and then the second half of the movie
25
okay
and 25% you anim and we were managed or we were able
to manage
we were asked to come back to 10% by John Dramani Mahama. And it was in Yama Bejine 2020. What Nani who say inflation no dollar neighbor friend is saying fuel no and yet to say none this is what I can say name koye dia and ya didn't na 2026 on fabi count 10% no what's that so I'm not bad than 9%. This is John Dramani Mahama.
Backwards now they go.
Backwards now do my echo. And there's a certain news I have boba. So man for I said you have to cocoa farmers no. Cocoa kuafo na sisi omo de edi agro omo gaslight cocoa farmers no. One will be bad the civil servants.
And I can say kejebetum.
And it is coming obetimi aye. No bia oba ba mu an first adwuma be ye ne say friends saying order from the chief of staff ye regular zebra yen sake adwumafo mfiri adwuma mu de. E de no ntimi nye.
Na last month minya news bi say over 4,000 or 40,000 teachers. No, almost na alloc
no yenka ho asem yenka ho asem teacher for na yentu ombo adwuma ma yentu omo no ye na beba into the solar
anyo ma yentu omo ka
last month omo ye
omo de lock here
na even this month ya kra no march say uye teacher ni anase bia uye civil servant rather ana uye civil servant no the mama can say they will seek for controller and accountant general department now won't chip in your national identification authority Ghana card details are salary ma 16th March
Digital no here
that's why I said say GRA Bank of Ghana friend is saying NSA National Service Authority say Ghana card no that is the only card that you recognizing as we speak. All these 4 agencies Ghana card no one the recognized card okwe transaction bia yajitum what must say even wa usika okwa ko in the bank na say Ghana card dey active na verify wa untimi ni wa usika
say na na
enti say NPP can asem a we Ghana ni ato was yenkwa na the policy drive the nation across and you can defuse this fact, you can't debunk it.
Maybe mumu de me say about 2024 no de na ye yaw bi be di
enye yaw aya ye hwe nkomo we ye indeed ba me so say ye mfa nka ho.
Okay,
going into the 2024 election na enye say NPP anya adwumo na promises of the end is dodo
no man what dodo
na promises na de show teacher ni a wo so o ma ne ntro licensure exams.
Yeah,
you will integrate it. Teacher nani beje me dey mean cultural exams so exams ne so e bi obi try onya what you say enti you no sweet me man post say dey e delay any ade yes ni aka cho say on tro dey any say dey enti me kwa akoto amade wo se me dey mention e bi the cocoa farmer cocoa bottle ba kwa na dan kwa kufu ad be free 4.5 etu mu ade ko do 3001 cocoa bottle now obi so be ma 6000
7,000
wa ga to ba ni ma no bottle ba ko no obi so be ma me 6000 wo ma me 3001 enti 6000 ni 3000 ho na ka be to ma no that's almost 6,000. Then yes, MPP anya adwuma.
Be apede de.
Then this police e bia said Don Mahama beka so be kokoko fuom akwa kotutu bo ho no ma du nsuo ne de agu ayi so no hwe asem ya wo kan yi. O capitalize ya timi ko capitalize say this wa be mu anaboko ntokwa egba fom enti hwe ade o hwe de ekosi ye. Enti after see to aban wi nyina na omuwi ni ye no e de na asi oboko. E na de na atu kwakuafo e na de na atu teacherfo nso. To say the Mibrab kind of vindication is in the womb of time. And I'll be saying, John Dramani Mahama and the NDC, they are just enjoying the goodwill of Ghanaians, and very soon it will fade.
Very soon it will fade out. It will fade out. Said Emilia Heford or Sierra no. Mamma called Nanasa for the next topic in Vantuja. Nanasa for Edrovia Chessy and Uncle Mona Yed. Ya yede nyina ne se enye se ya tia se muforo bia o ensem ankofo bi kan ye no na o mantim nye ne so na atwa na ebo yem tim o se dam yem na ebo mani tim e daga na fo yem o na si ebo ye ni taw sanse omo de color ya to color TV akoto black and white omo de man se ko TV o me de sa na meka no Sona 2026 State of the Nation Address. Yenra President John Dramani Mahama. Echo Parliament in Rat. And they parliamentarians Kushiai. And the Chief Justice Kushiai. They Timamu Fokushiai. Actually, Muse. Omano Mano 2025. 7 January no. Say the next year, say the Mamma Brother Drew. Can we yana? And this for now, Omo Yada the Parabol, Mose share. And that's my phone here, hey, Papa, you did lie. Sounds say, you go for the almost a slip of tongue. Or Chenku Komako, I say 720 a month, and Nipa say 1,000, say 13,000. Hey, whoa. And you say, oh, Tantrona, that would be Obokan for be a Nipa 4-5 Yama. And yet, no, Bakwaji and I, Bakwaji the tea. Yes, the same as Wendy. And now you are on the topic of Sona. Under the State of the Nation Address. Now you expect BB, say Betty, and a auntie. And one day you BB, say Behuni Yehu. And I said, no, I didn't see it. Mirasafo. For input Kakrabra. Oh,
okay. Medasibim. Andra Sona no. For the first time, Namikaze Sona no Kramba so. Proud to Papa no Eco Parliament no na onte ho hwe se so na bimpo ebebaso en okowie ne nso yenuanu mandisi fo ampa so mo share so na no except of the so na no kra ayedene babia yedi
sabe como share no mutu ndokro Omangasa. Okasa dwe go no mo share you know SFs no.
Baby aye di utumi ze so na tonsuom goodwill no ekwa no no. Now be da she wabra the true state of the nation no papa na mfa ntuda eno pa akone koka bi foforo bi aside the reality on the ground no you will regret. It is better you keep mute than say obeshe nsemba akumienu ye dodo na akrasa ye ntro ya enye the reality on the ground. Sane ya mamra no se no omampanyin no afibia so ko parliament na wo de oman no sane oman no tie ekokoto Ghana for ni because Ghana for no ya na musifo na parliament ndi wo de to parliament ya it is assumed say Ghana for nyina na wa kire sane oman no etie endra omampanyin no ekoi se okwa akodi sa adwuma no na okoye no nsema papa no kan nyina no aya me de me tie nsema papa no kan nyina manya bibi papa bia mfrim nsema papa no kan ni nyina no are contrary to the realities on the ground and need the war a form no a boy bra nsema papa no kan nyina no one e na ekoso o man we say the true state of the nation no aman and say you promised teacher trainees automatic postings and no na o promise you mo ni Ghana for and the TSA say you my the true state of my way and say sa promise no untumi en deliver and no na say o ka kire Ghana for the first time in the history of this country teacher for we have backlog of teachers na ebin si da yetiminya nurses and no crampo now start here nurses backlog who now start here no near ye but for teaching na being see that for the first time the whole of 2025 apart from NDC foot soldiers and I'm will replace you or more retire na mo do mo sheshe makumako say ye be a porter ama obia apply bi qualified trained teachers akwa apply bi the whole of 2025 ya anye bi e bin see that it is a record in this country and only the true state of the nation. And May 28 February, another batch of teachers, every woman national service, and every and a match, I will leave month. And the year 28 February, and service. Or more 11 months, not 12 months near their as a leave month.
Okay.
So they will pay the allowance to them, but they will not go to work. In the March, and they will leave month. In the end of 2080, teacher for more service are very training teachers. Omo ba be kan 2025 for no amanya two backlogs 2-year groups ya imposti wo
ebin si da safi bia so na ya imposti teachers ebin si da na nado danko akufo ado e ba 2017 about 22,000 teachers eno na me ka ho e kire se era John Dramani Mahama the ebin si da ko an wo ye ogana and the ebin si da na wo ye no nga ebetuma nya positive one ni we ye bone na ebin si da no one wo yo e kana papa anga ye yes the money na ebin si da no nko an wo ye ade papa de ade no ye oti ko so oti kasi uso na wo changu ko 720 money pa 13,000 oti ko baba money baba e magical eh baba we enti ennei service for wie amoma be ka ho amana emienu eno ne the true state of the nation na Ghana for hwe ni mu se obeka again the na Ghana for hwe ni mu se obeka one of the true state of the nation and he say you promised automatic postings for nurses eno enye adwuma enti eno na wo se wo ka kire nurse for say minu anom nurse for me promise mu say na before say ba nurse no teaching no kra no the previous government na do danko akufo ado aban e recruit wo mo 2024 August 2024 September ya na akatua no se winima public service no kuma first near biometric ni processing now you know it take 3-4 months and say akatua ne ba ni nyina ababom womo ananado danko agufo ado aban recruit womo September October November no aban we say buy ontua omoka kakra bia otua omoka no mo ye adwuma 11 months otua 1 month dodo na so de ebepim sa abre mbae and for the teaching no automatic posting na atonzuom womo ayefa womo ansa womo ba nso a womo akatua nso a eno ho ayede that is the true state of the nation ya no na so ka kire teacher for ni Ghana for again you promised nurses automatic postings eno embaye
Womwa ye fa womwa ansa wo ban so ade se teacher for na wo maketua ma ene man hu se kwabra minta kando se saati nurses no womo aketua no womo bechem womo betua no in installment womo ebe spreading within 4 months no mo de atua no kakra minti bi da say ya fa adwuma ya fa teacher for ya fa nurse for na say womo ye friend no mo friend back pay womo back pay no ye chem with atua no 4 months
first one from the back pay.
yes oji out me ko si dan teacher for the ultimate the year party and na mama ba na obe 3 months no
asemo
obe yi back pay bro first obi anim say back pay me dia me ko top plot me ko jem manim ko ji no
I know the warrior
yes and na mama be 3 months no be worry am ya obe top plot na
what top plot na me because afo mama just few minutes na yintie the press conference you know minority ni ye abra Ira John Dramani Mahama kasa ye no.
Okay. Will be 6,000
of cocoa per bag,
Ghana cedis,
making the poor cocoa farmer
they have
worse
rather
off.
reduced.
They claim that there were some international
Per bag,
markets
making the poor cocoa farmer
downturns.
worse off.
Therefore, the poor cocoa farmer should suffer for it.
Market
But it's the reason why the state has reserves.
downturns.
It's the reason why we have a country called Ghana. That when there is crisis, the state must intervene. What the government has failed to tell us is how much it will cost the country should the cocoa farmer be given support by maintaining the 3,600 per bag of cocoa. They didn't tell us. They rather reduced the price, gave a haircut, and today Mr. President could not offer any reasonable explanation. Neither could he give a justification for this haircut. We again reiterate our demand on the president and his government. Pay the cocoa farmer. Pay the cocoa farmer what is rightfully his. The Ghanaian cocoa farmer is worse off and he deserves better. Keep to your promise and not empty rhetorics. Second issue is electricity. The president claims that upon assumption of office, the government has taken away nuisance taxes. We disagree as a minority. What we know practically is that government has rather imposed 1 Ghana cedi per liter of petrol that we buy at the pump. They introduced what we call Dumso levy, the energy sector reform levy, Dumso levy, which they hurriedly passed in parliament. We are aware that when it comes to electricity, they have increased electricity tariffs between 25 to 30%. Even so, in practical terms, households and industries are worse off because they are paying more on electricity and it is biting them very hard.
They claim that
though on paper the electricity tariffs have increased by this 25 to 30%. In reality, households are paying more than 100%.
But is the reason why this
in terms of tariff hikes.
Is the reason why we
because
have
if
a country
previously
that when there is crisis,
an individual will buy 1,000 Ghana cedi electricity for a month,
is how much
now that 1,000 Ghana cedi can only last for a week,
should the
if not less. We are all suffering from this, and the president cannot come to parliament and tell us that they met some energy sector debts. What we are even experiencing is that Dumso is back.
The price gave a
Dumso is back.
And today, Mr. President could not
apart from this
reasonable explanation.
We also note that the president was again interested in bureaucracy
we again reiterate our demand
nothing about actual jobs created. The NDC has been in office for over a year now. They promised a 24-hour economy, 1 job, 3 shifts. The president could not tell the people of Ghana as to whether or not the government has been able to implement this 24-hour economy. What we rather know is that since this government came into office, thousands of Ghanaian youth who are already employed were dismissed from the employ of state-owned institutions. Some who have been in employment since 2017, 18, 19, and all were all sacked. The 24-hour economy is yet to see the light of day. In fact, one incentive that would have promoted this 24-hour economy is cheaper electricity. So if government is making electricity expensive to consume, to use, how does a government attract investment? In fact, the 1D, 1F policy, since it was cancelled, there hasn't been an alternative policy to drive economic growth. The Ministry of Trade has not announced any policy alternative to boost economic growth through job creation, through more businesses. There is no incentive for the private sector. So I repeat that this government is only fixated on PR rather than serious governance that will create jobs.
This government is using PR. We use PR more. Okasa bebre, banko focus man no akasa. I don't know. Here are afenyo markings no. Or the bloggers and the communicators and the bojuma gidi. But all grounds are in Yajuma. Upon listening to a few interviewer and a press conference, you are afenyo markings and the minority in parliament. You know, I am also free the son so far and the man will say free.
Yeah, inti I to say the American name say to say the Osahina Fanya Markins Ekano and some of Kano do na say me list be ewaha when it comes to the 24-hour economy now. That is the true state of the 24-hour economy no and they say for now oka say a mirage a was a scammer o qualify a right sell bekanisa. Yes. Okay. Why can we do whatever? Can't 24 hours.
Okay, platforms are no move. Nobody do whatever.
That is the true state of the nation. And also, Mampenino, a catcher. O promise Ghana for say, a Juma, ye barber, ye Juma, 3 shifts. And no pa a rear enumerate. Okay, ya, Coco kind say, even night clubs. It didn't be a night club. And so we say, ye be boy we are abano penaka. Night club, ye be boy we are can wabano. And your friend is saying beam. Into 24-hour economy no.
All day club. And at 24-hour club.
Okay, 24-hour club. And Juma, 24-hour economy formula 133 no. And Juma, and the NDC former Esum, so mo in Juma. Okay, as I say, according to Ghana Statistical Service, no, over 1 million jobs has been created. And also, Ghana Statistical Service no go to no, almost 2025 no, 330,000 jobs, and I created into a mampenye no banner by Parliament no. Sabri cross and Kayakino, and now I would
old government and go for your former you
yes, I crave your dome Kushim. In misinformation and other Sabrin Kujina Maranim Grandma running needy because and throw and then down original parliament you are or they told Ghana. So that is the true state of the nation. I call electricity nana I was saying air canal and they electricity tariffs and Nami Joy FM4 is. Electricity now Kosurama 30% now in him so my increase in reality it is more than the 30%. Now the yara was some crown pony say utia that astronomical increase in electricity no kania no won say nya ana ye ba ye na ye nyina ye hu how ye struggle with
na voltage is 220 no voltage is 220 and 175.
Yes, uba Jacobua me fear me team aya ma ya de me de more kwa ba be go fie for about 2 weeks ni dro nwumra me ofi na bob na nso na metima mark exams.
Wow.
Yet still bosume ne beso no electricity e beba no bills e beba no way above the na you previously na current no. Again kania no nsanso enye stable. So kania no enye stable, voltage no e form. However no ebo no kwa na e kosoro. After say you tua 1 cedi dum so levy no. This is the service John Mahama ban edema no na say nura na ka ho asem. Again the reality on the ground and answer the true state of the nation and also okachire and say kokwa akuafo me can say mama mu 6,500 Ghana cedis. Say me buy no mama mu 2,500 and no papa esene 3,600 no into mumfa and no also okachire say the Peter Boma otuko no call kokwa akuafo ko kachire say 2,500 no papa esene 3,600 because omo fi say Ghana for sebi ya adwi mo ha yentumi nkenkan
na papa bi ka say me o say first part na yentumi nkenkan a oru anana dronko kufo ado adumnti free SSS adumnti and yentumi nkenkan and the 1+1 enim say 2
yes
and the ka kire say 2,005 is better than 3,600 and 3,100. That's the would atem.
Yes atem didi and Ghana for send me nim Ghana for no ebe ka say asem o kan no Ghana for monte yatepa and they will punish them.
I go for record some videos in the go.
They will punish them.
They are recording all these videos, all these footages on the go. Now 2028 you know.
They say kokwa akuafo are in despair. Womo abemabu me kam bia se me ma me ka kire me say kwa me say de me de minya kokko no me de be magalafo. Na de omo kekan ene omo de Cote d'Ivoire for ne omo de bi and tro bi ne nam se Cote d'Ivoire che omo de so de aba ebuo bi no omo de justify omo bo no omo de magana for no se obeye adwuma ase kokko kwani this is not the first time akoko bo aba for mo this is not the first time akoko bo aba for but adenti na brewe nko ana ye ti kokko so na nando dango aguva the last week and last week me wana me kan obai no 2017 kokko bo so te per ton no from $3,100 about $1,900. Na nando dango aguva aban anti kokko so okushingo kwa akuafo sustain ebo na kopem se ebo no start rising kakrak even at the time aban ni free so na entumi meduru 3,001 ni biem yet still aban no etu kokko bo mane kokko duru 3,001 per bag. Enti this is not the first time akoko bo ba from enti na o say sa nkomo we no ka kire kokko akuafo na e chawpa bi e wo hompo a fama Ghana for bet o sa begina ne o affiliate nkofo e say di Ghana for atem say 2,005 no is better than the 3,600 kokwa akuafo nya na eye insult ya na so pa ho chew. That is the true state of the nation. Again aban we ka kire say galamsey Sam George ne na for within 2 weeks you betuma 2 galamsey as o mampanyi bia o pese o 2 galamsey as no betuma 2 ase man tisa aban we ka galamsey no ho asem nti o so ngo ka kire Ghana for say there the true state of yen Ghana ha ne ye galamsey nsensem ne say me ma ben so de galamsey no ye taxi ya ji atum ti say de koso amanse central ne other areas ne ye taxi nti Ghana for muntu galamsey ye be ba jimo tax ne de develop o man ye de yi akwan. That is the true state of the nation. Nti about 2 hours na papa no ebegina parliament no kasa o kan nyina no nya meanim no kroni me de o kan ni nyina no man ti bibi papa bia mfrim. These are some of the things no so ka kire Ghana for because the Ghana for experience and yabobo bi so no last week me se me akra me ye nkwan kakra bi e de apɛ aduane kakra bi adi me ko se me kwa akoto fresh tomato ngiti sei mienu 5 cedis.
Wow.
Tomatoes me didn't throw a video way so ngiti mienu say 5 cedis and I'm say dollar above from inflation above from 3.8% no tomatoes ngitwa mienu ye 5 Ghana cedis the so kakra no miensa 10 Ghana cedis. That is the true state of the nation. Ya na so mampanyi no e ka kire Ghana fo say dollar na aba from no enyan sunsunso aban services nyina eba fees and services from Ghana card to NI how do you call it school fees in na say for aban na ngasa na de ho charges eba no watotum enti dollar na aba from inflation na aba from fuel prices na e wo from no and reflecting wo from ahokyere no kwa na e kosoro normal boy ya na e yedene. That is what I was expecting the president to tell Ghanaians. And yet they obegina hona praise singers. Wakika na majority no bona baso
Enkuko no say nkoko na yede.
Enkuko no was answer na wo mobile launch the nkoko nkitingiti program no kra no. Na pilot phase bi na base bi omo ye no. Wo match nkoko 720 edi ama enipa 13,000. Aya eno na kire say sa statement no ene employment na o kan wasem kire say ensema papa ne be kan nyina no papa no credibility is at stake eno kura bia nim because how possible say obetumi ache enkukọ 720 e de ama enipa 13,000 kire say enipa be 4 na 5 ni amu akukọ baako se mu nkonko ye no enipa be 4 5 ni amu akukọ baako e kire say NDC they triumph on lies and throw any nada and NDC for womo ede survive and kakra se Ghana for ko school and Ghana for ko school na do dan ko bufo do adaroma Ghana for ko school to make kind e bedru tembi no NDC as a political party they will struggle to win political power in this country because se entro free ho na Ghana for hu wo moto a e be de ne se o betuma convince Ghana for ama Ghana for ato abada wonti aya state of the true state of the nation address no na minority no ne me abobo ebiso dia man dia papa no be kan parliament ne dia dodo na eye nada eye ntro eni ho na wo kan dia ho nso a no wa exaggerate wo de bi aka ho
dia also no wa exaggerate no de bi aka ho said e menua Safo Samuel na Safo osiero no last week I was on one of the platforms na me din komo bi na enra minority bar parliament no omo sa ka the same thing manage pass say me twa fufuo mo na tonkwan mu pa yenyini yenko yenim bebere but yenim se koko ene ne fapem a Ghana na ye de bo ye ho bra na nye gold na ye koko na koko ya chemu afako ba miensa ye wo abribra ye wo wiabre ene ye kofutemo na NPP nyansan mu no oba ba mu no etigogo so from 2016 to 2020 etigogo so Germanzo but who say Ghana for eti efili anazeti da bi
ye akutu
afri akutu on minister de na me jire ni say aban papa enenim de ye no ye manama anything I say we aban enti se nka awiabre kokor kitwe oza awiabre kokor ndanzo gazi o nanka sika wonya free akuafo ho na se kakra na wo tete ho no wo de aye subsidy wo de aso akuafo na sene ama mo de adom kokor mo de atwa mo nkrampan sisi ade waye okon kitwa mu a wa wo tie mi wa hwe mi okon kitwa mu a obi a okobade akutwa nkrampan yente so obi a okobade akwakwa pruning yente so obi a okodoko kwase yente so and so what kokor no so how do you want the farmer to live kwan ben na popa se kwani wotana wo de dadwe na abeto no so because akuafo ene efe say apafo na di dwuma omu say yato kokoma ko 3,100 and now so ba de kakra be ka man ko 3,600 nti kama ono de kakra ka de oni di dwuma na say do afo no ho and what's that is over 2005 in sisi ano on san kokko enkote pani na won ne kotwa de grandpa ne de so ana say on maintain no on maintain na sika yinso wa maintain ne nso sika yinso anso nti onye ne den we na ye aban papa mreso no na do kokofo ado ne ba o me pension mo say we need to subsidize on this cocoa farmers ndi yete so no adwaman so no omo de o man te so maintain price no that's governance na mo de mo ba ya say ya te so tiense ate so enna me no kasai cashew mate so 20% cashew I support cocoa kakra no masa ko te so 20% kokor what is we adia ebeha nkofo ma dikro obi atware de agu what's that kote cash so enti upo se akuafo mo ye den omo hye omo akonfo na se omo se gold board aba enti ya omo hye nkofo mo to galamse enti omo hye akuafo na akonfo ana se ani bre omo twem kokor na guru mo de koto galamse of which is bad mama ko benua apia efo no. He has a lot on farming because we are all farming. Sure. We are all living in the farming communities. Yes. And we are for ma. And a kind, yet ye can say a kind. Me, I would say a kind. Uko brutu ya wakwa if would ho. Uko even say adowa e won fo ho. Nyina ti ase enfo ho. Nti mfo ni nkotwe ngu fa ko to galamse ana. Munu ya apia. So now, what me standing on cocoa farming. I say I count. Yesterday, so now, you are come.
Senior, share. And yet, on my number of kunin, a show man penny say, and maybe drawn far on mine. Ye, Pumesi bre, baby, a druno, and Koto man for any mammy, Jindis and Kenranka, Yura, John Roman Mahama Kobeko Parliament, and Conco. Share going into the 2024 elections, NDC released two manifestos.
Can afford your mama so.
Two manifestos. Omo release the pledge, and no yet for the youth. Omo friend youth, the youth manifesto.
Okay.
The youth manifesto, and one.
Yeah.
The youth manifesto. Yeah. Title ne mami bie na ye hwe adebu ha
bie ne kan mai
na de da ha ne ye mami nko soro the pledge
okay,
that's the youth manifesto. And second one the resetting Ghana manifesto.
Okay,
meba na ye ni Hong Kong eno so ha enti resetting Ghana NDC 2024 manifesto.
Camera capture.
And resetting Ghana 2024 manifesto. NDC released two manifestos. Our 2024 elections. They said the MBD Kaka say, and yes, NPP anya Juma. Ewa Ghana, there been Ghana for man and Naro Danko Kufuado. Akonye biom once uncle 2020. Oh yeah, Juma. Now NDC manifesto 2024 no. Manifesto net there to the extent say ye Sami Jamfi esi edun ketia enya platform can say ye ba bete enyina monkania boso aba fam enti
on the 24 economic
20 say and some net there ye Sami Jamfi court na one of the TV stations e can say adwuma no nipa miensa ne beye and no you to host me no anom wo hode ono ne kan ho say minua same kono
Captain Smart
yes
one
yatiti yes oba no pano we wie ni 8 hours no na yewura yatiti no so to aso onu wie ya na same de vin so to aso hwe obi a we wie free senior high school na na adanko akufu de ba ye no na wanya akwanya akọ university awie na woti fie no nya adwuma nya ni abeka kire ne say me de adwuma eba na say adwuma no enipa miensa na ebe adwuma ba ko na o me de nipa miensa na eba be we wie ye na say adwuma kro na we nso aba na nipa miensa enti say ba ko metu ya ka 2000 a say adwuma kro na nipa miensa be metu ya 6000 wa bra say ni peyi anso mere bi atwam adwuma ba ko nipa ba ko ye no 24 hours no wantu ya ne ka o ba obeka kire wo say adwuma ba ko or the many pamiensa no to obi 2000 message net there what rank abe from NDC
yeah
and net the same people and adwuma no promise no name wo sham who you swing anyam yet anyam ankanya ne yusu
yeah you know ngane
no bia be catch us say memma ne bo abefom o kan sembi ebra o ko UTV sami demfia sem na me ko UTV o ko kan sembi say obema time of use tariff Tama benyina obe yusu anyina monkania no na abetua honka ema host ni bizante ntie moka o se de ene be me enya sika ene be no te hede asem ne yeke anyina monkania te se
ene omode ayiba dunso levi aba dunso and almost another 25% asaba.
Oh, I need your habibre. Ye be koso increment since ye hwe friends enu asem na ba ye no enu aso na ye ka ho asem na ye ka se ye wram ye a enyina enu na me hwe ne ma ba ko mienu bi o man panyi be boso menya mente sa ansem na ewo mu no so na me ntie ansi no kra de ba ko pe me call media no so hwe ye friend say me nua no NDC for no platform so ni pages no me hu so bi e share so na no hu bi ade o man fa accept now to dani ade no mani nje ho now the youth manifesto no and also the mami 2025 budget ne ba no 2026 ni ewura mu hu say 2025 no ha ma yesu in 7 January 2025 yesu in no na first quarter no from January to March no which is first quarter near you NPP budget and the first budget no 2025 was presented in downwards March and no na Yevra John Dramani Mahama ejina simply so can say or be fair to for 50,000 plus 10,000 non-teaching staffs
50,000
video no ha Yevra had na do to parliament on the budget debate our parliament I can say or be 50,000 teachers plus 10,000 non-teaching staff. Adequate provision has been made. Adequate provisions has been made. And I don't remember Muhammad Sakas as now, Osai can say be 2025 now, or see there's going to be 20% allowances for teachers in the rural areas. A teacher for much study won't crunk it in Kitimono or the 20 and also self-fugu now don't remind Muhammad the present Enra Sonano and one was share the present 2025 Sonano no video in our the same fugu that's why I said 10 was check out
and they are tricking more
the same fugu at 10 was check out no you 10 2025 then one check who's the parliament my whole design from a change inside 19 or my isa we no we am was in 2025 fugu we just say 10 one shanka 2025 there. Now 2025 first quarter ni 12 second quarter electricity what you saying what is the second quarter of 2025 electricity after so increasing civil servant salary 10% no or to electricity in 14.75 electricity ubetimi asset every hono second quarter 14.75 water or to 4.02% nsuo 4.02%. Me ma 2026 is so 2025 na make catch. No man what as say don't Dramani Mahama but amaso ba beboa because obekatira wo say obeti anyina mon kan ya so amana ba form enti ye dey na ekoso eye na ada eye scam eye kill net what as say enti sa nye ma we no ode ba ye na hu say there bi man no amaso ba beboa wa amaso ba beboa economy no expanding no enti be da fadwuma efu agu what be catch them mabunu say what did the youth manifesto nsem wo mpa a nsem no ebi ede na first feel stress na bi mamon lines is ani nyina ewo mbio ba ni nyina no eye na ada what you see o kosi say enura yewura ekogina masbe dom bio esa de o man said ya bobre ne ya bosie ne ye niema ye akwakoduru nti 2026 budget no or presented no somewhere December and September the whole was presented the 2026 budget no. Now 2026 budget no or presented you know increment by in electricity 9% 2026 9% no the to civil servants aketuam 9% 2026 budget yeah and no be presenting who state of the nation's address no 9% or the 9% need to move here no and no by 1st January yeah John Dramani Mahama new year ade out the ma me no million Ghana for electricity increment this is the percentage January yeah was 9.86% 9.86% electricity Obia yes new year mu as president o my new year there all the tax wa was here but say o man nkoso na dey buy 9.86% water 15.12% 15.12 bia da ho nsuo nko a wow nsuo and so big now catch them say economy ni ye inflation about 3.8 which is true exchange rate about saying 10 as a cent right fuel about from mo obi antimi mfight saa de we say nyen kra na say no enti say enima we nyina ba form a ene ede na constitute the increment in tariffs ede enima e masa de ma we nyina kosuru nyina no aba form enti ye de na saa de we e koso en maka say exchange rate no enye the figure on paper na yehu e the purchasing power of it few aba form mi free be kwai e be jakobu a scan na mitua no 2024 no akosoro lorry fan na mitua no emu apeda from be kwai to jakobu 2024 na 12 cedis and me no ka say e 15 cedis and this o ka kire me say dollar ba form inflation ba form few aba form na me feel e wo me bottom a me okay there the otua school fees 2024 otua 3000 and the otua 6000 Ghana cedis o ko ka kire ni say o man ni gina ye a o person on ka de nche 20 enra so na ya mampani ebe kan ye be o ko ka kire kokoko ani say o man ni ko ya ro bebo asumo hwe nurse ni on twema wo teacher ni on twema wo for the first time in the history of Ghana National Fire Service o mo recruit o man na fidi o mo
Ghana National Service
o mo na fidi o mo now we have to say prison service omo rent mampani nti on ba be demonstration or police a release statement and stop demonstration it is so many koya why all these things o man say koya why all these things so man ya ekoye na ntimi ntu ya teacher foka o man ya ekoye na ntimi ntu ya nurse foka o man ya ekoye na ntimi fa adumayefo ma o mma ya aduma now no almost say Ghana is the Brazil people or say Ghana is now the 8th richest country and one say asem no hu o man hwe yie no man nya say asem ne kan o ni e ka sem bo am say subsidy kra de e say o kwa akoto ade na aban no ade na aman ne kwa akoto no ne bo odin ne bia aban ne se matua 5 cedi amount ade ne bo 10 cedis so was 5 cedis into 5 cedis also hard and kramofo na kwento no mkod meka no wonim say aban ne bae ya the first project no okotua bi to ho e man kramofo ne tua bi so e mo ntimi ko meka e mo san to number nim and me no ka say hard village yesi ye do man sika esi hard village da men kramofo e dis ye tinya subsidize kramofo hard fare dia ade ne ntimi nya bi makoko kuani no koko boda edent ne bae said ye be ya koko kuani no external shocks bi say koko bod betimi asia no say external shock aba na koko bod wantimi ansia no o feli koko kuani no ene na koko bod ne si ho ye dey
na upon all this no kakra me hu yen say we are being on internet for the past 2 weeks na interviews go so nyina all the cocoa farmers who has granted an interview on Facebook and other platforms no they are demanding say yewura randiabi adwuma na way no so yen fa no free
director mameka asemitro he yebeba randiabi de no so koko asemi ansa se na anu ya o last year October November December 4 months in the chance na nyamisha Dennis Mirakasa bo ni team the People's Forum omu ne ba mu ansa na ban no ba be free emergency cabinet meeting or how amafo be strive beto omu timi nka
say as
obi aye hu
okontrol ba mu obi no ba kro adisappointed
obi asi no na tomen DC sisi obi asi no na tomen DC sa obi asi no na tomen DC what you say esasie October tun and aban na ginani enye Dennis Miracle abo ade ni team and esasie say da bi omni kokko akuafo no edi nkomo a enka na ehu ye na yewura Dr. Randiabi hwe Ghana Black Stars a friend saying management committee on na you omo chairman show send player na sai kokko board CEO enti hu adwuma na be kose
yeah farmers they know or
enti asem na yeka no omanfo no ho nchire wo mu inflation that 3.8 dollar that say we that say enso ade amekwa akoto na you am say me top your school na am say me top your bag 2024 near ton bag near ton 5 cedis and near ton 7 cedis it is also inflation above me then as up your bag na same 30 no na don go give time this is asa akoso
enso go dey come say 10 cedis o sase no 10 cedis
ya find say
how did the local ones no areas no?
Oh, 5 cedi na then na every ho. It is inflation the abedeni e was see hu some effect bi wo ye bottom. Una do car ko pump e na akonya 9 cedis and 10 cedis fine. Na me maami a ofiri Jacobu ko boase. Onu obenya saa feel ni bi. Do twede no na otua. Ebi ade omo se ye mo eni ade fine. Ebi obetimi anya mo sika ko akoto mo bag akosi ho. Na do okota no konkomo so e. Ya te so ana.
Emo na mu kilos no. Emo no kilos no. Kilos na omo say 5 kg.
Say sa wo mo dey your analysis.
4.5.
Ah, o ma
Okay, sano. Me say Ghana card registration pra ya tum. Abana tum business registration February 2nd ya abana tum.
Assembly boba.
Serious o.
National offense Ghana passport office premium officer
na close no
close
start ni nyina
down all because omo train say abanda da no enkofo bi na form go omo start premium office
say who say foreign affairs minister no na adwuma wo ye no ohunu so de mprehu ni de ene say Ghana ende countries are ya ban wom immigrant passport and I say be a visa no Ghana ka ho you kind of friend diplomacy you expose you country no and maybe too much now no say was corruption allegation because of Washington DC no kwa shut the whole embassy down
and the how no
if you to amem na Ghana for bia dan refugees of Burkina Faso and so now we release who communicate bia yet Ghana ha no man for bia dan refugees of Burkina Faso.
Yes, it's Ghana. I was a hotel.
Baumia,
Doctor Baumia.
It's one more day. No, Mr. Senna.
I feel them by Anna Mabasa.
And no man penny hammer on Orano Crana on a crowd means and now for
Orano.
And now you this year one attorney general case one and let me know can say a banga, any Joseph Yami. Galam sends me could the attorney general. I could say.
Miss and name no can say Twitter. Boys, no, I'm alright.
Now, so Ubaya corruption cases are there.
And the last hope for
yes, corruption cases are there. Involving the NDC high profile personnel. Ubaya one filing no prosecutor. Edia, you are moving every 1 month. Why now? Yay. Why now?
Me, I'm telling you, alright.
That be ultimate. Now, I had to say, book way 5 cities. Maybe I'm a quarter ya Toma me 6 cities. No about was a ora. Now you say 25 cedi man ton say na ton mami 40-50% e ora your definition of ora no enti endra and some man panyi be kan the fine na tro meeting them ka to say me che that to mbo ase hwe atado ade be president no be president we no or say teacher dabre ewo sabi o teacher na so ba be si housing unit amana dem no ono pa o cho say tuaneka fa ne bosum ya ka tuama no enti indication be na say rush mu be na wom so be si da amana dem Senaketia no or for so or your demonstration amount setuanika na untua ya e die ni da so na wom say u be si dan amana dem akwatre no teacher dabre e wom teacher dabre initiative
we dey me ntwa no last week your staff no so madam be di no kra me tie di no kra we say dey we dey
teacher dabre
opedi na
say teacher ni na pa o cho say or your demonstration say fa ne bosom ya katua ma no ne sankan what promise say u be si dan amana dem.
Thank you. Now 13 past 9 o'clock p.m. In our Ghana time. The program is the Grassroots. We are bra a transcendent pensem Ghana dear Kosone dear ba and the communication team for the Tobi constituency NPP and our transcendent the SONA the State of the Nation address John Dramani Mahama eko kan ye enra or parliament said you was say no minority say na majority say na and they say me catch no him praises we NDC communicator how that also I want to man share excess of Ghana man paying in the state of the nation obi antime share be all social media and the defensive game na yebo dey obi antire bibi ni attack no and the man na mo se mo no nya ya no and the mo didi atem and the mo na mo attack and the mo attack wow me nua sa for say vindication
is in the womb of time
is in the womb of time and no one yakopon yadom eboba no my brothers you be sorry now in your final words two first topics in discuss here. Mr. Safo, the DJ for said next week and I said next Saturday we trust ya. It will be for bro.
Yeah, call na kakra be kan twato ni say Ghana for ye no nso ntwen ope. E wo mu say achia na emuye the amamo ni kono de eno memodene I know what I'm saying.
And no can say beauty. We should tighten our belt.
Yes.
What say? President said we should tighten our belt.
Yes.
For upcoming days in the day.
In 2 years. And a home popo na started from Kukwa for ne teacher for ne nurse for some of us there the ACC no me enyame ngongon politics no bia ye nyini bebre na ye pe yes and they started there chira check 2013 no 2012 to 2016 we saw senior papa wait here and we told Ghanaians by moment me there I was not expecting anything better from this administration. From day one, meaning say I'm not being a naysayer, but na meaning say these people are beginning. They say they didn't get no my papa ba or my way say ye MPP initiatives, any programs they from or my way say you can nail, and be see ye MPP initiatives, any programs they free or my way say abakosema or my way beka zero. Enti na me nim se o mo fa bibi papa bia mba o man with him so media nyame nwa bet o man no mo e worry shemu wa ban mu no na o mo ye disappointed but de be ka tro mo say wo mo nya gidie wo mo num so nche wope na MPP enhihye ya digu akwan registration na ye no o mo mfa o mo hunjim na eto diusu ankakra okwa platform ne so a link ho ye be start ni a share wo sunkwa media platform ne so ne other media platforms link no any processes ni nyina ye be kire na okakra obetuma tua de aboa party no wotua get registered na eba on board na nyina ye nkamum na ye ma NPP enye stronger tene be ya 2028 no e betumi a recapture political power na ya ba be Ghana for free oyune eni abenedi a Ghana for FM no na se anya sa na se nkrofo we ye ma wo mutena akonwa so the next 4 years ka ho dia aya menu mi no ye bechichi e mari nti Ghana for enya rehimuni anum so dwen ope na ye mfa ye ho nhye MPP processes ne registration na ye nim na ye ma party no enye strong na ye mra meje Ghana for free ohawa ye fam no ye chia ahwefo ne atiefo nyina
one of the hard working communication members in Bino and Wakasa no Mr. Samuel Safo. I'm coming here for the China or not so far the fana was from Remy. Was it young tidy a belt?
Win him
upcoming days, you know.
Yes.
If I bet more,
a seminar kind o nchiremu o nyina so nim denti o cancer.
Yeah.
As we speak, this country, Ghana, there is no any economic policy. What you say? What are economic policies? Ebina Yewra, Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia introduced the gold for reserve policy. Economic policy. Gold for oil policy. Economic policy. Now, Oma passe bill be our parliament. I rename the gold for reserve policy. Ghana acceleration. Baby. Yes, Nina the brainchild of Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia. John Domen Mahama small can see entirety bed. They say 30.53 tons of gold MPP jayeno. Omo buy your matwa 18 tons. Omo pompis cano egu the economy nim eco forest marketing they stabilize the city. Enti me no ka say gold price no ewo amai damaso no esotia Ghana ye be hwan because as we speak gold no ene kura oman what you see o enti say gold no te bad ya net so oman no that because eno man penika so say oman make projections obi a was o tangalam say o buy and was set up gold board as na make projections.
Wow.
What change policy no what didn't maybe about town didn't I go for reserve policy and say okasi entirety is better ye ni economic policy bia e you gold na ye ton near this stabilizing niema and say 3D asem wasi anything no can say because we hear the tariffs yeah me bo 20 from now to 2030 this friend is saying utility agencies no or make you one projections be now I mean can you answer it here for now.
All right.
ECG or my request is 225%, 225%.
Wow.
And that percentage you know on best strike it throughout quarterly. Adjustment to 94 bro. We almost say adjustment to almost yes only say adjustment in one say increment. Now down Kufuado in 2017 or reduce electricity by 18%. 2017 ewa or if you cast adjustment and yes I'm cost on kwon e so timete yes anko Ghana Water Company or my request is 280% increment to
quarterly and answer
quarterly beyond increase some best strike where you map projecting for to 2028 and now call Ghana Gas or my request is 91% also also call Gridco or my request is 130% and with all this increment no on be striking according to quarterly. In the quarterly be increment, there's not going to be reduction. It's a fact.
And the tightening your seatbelt.
Tightening your seatbelt, no. These are the factors into your fair. You say tightening your seatbelt. The reality is about to set in. It is here. As I say, if you cocoa, you are forced. And here is the case. My friend will chat to cocoa price, no. Say season be ho. Nas year 2 months. Who the ultimate 2 krona don't announce the price. And to say your incompetencies excel. So baby, your cocoa price, no on in August. Now so be announce cocoa price e wo match na this body e den obi ade cocoa be gu atwen bo ana me boa enti ya holo yewra randiadu o ma na di na ho no onya adwuma yi yewra dondom adi mahama ne other sector haru na do so kra de mi hu wo ye adwuma bi o well enema wo ho na ebe jebre na yasan na etiefo te said ye yebra kan no ye o man ba sabre ya drum yi eye nyambo ochina free call NPP ya biya pronato obia NDC ni jane brand no omunye o madwen so mba besi so man ni enye ma bibire ho mo mba besi no se me no ka say limbs enya adwuma sisi hospital bebere eturo bukum zipline edi nroko o matwam ye beje brani asaba be disa ankomo no enti kotire odi na be ka NPP ho ne nyina ye mo man ne nkwa ni mu
ye nyina ye mo na o man ne nkwa ni mu atiefo edamase semwache bre na mutie Sunka Media Hub and as I'm here Sunka Media Hub program I to in the Grassroots and I the bread one. You brought John Dramani Mahama Slim Stranger was say one of the pilot to know what tell you pray one or says Mamma tell you pray way and now Mamma multiply more tighten your seat belt sounds like maybe 12 of you who it is a name of a coastal the tights your seat belt said the bear be too fast umu na say o show said the omampani kan no eno etie no o so na so se ko yi san ko yi enyina ni masem na wase se mo hwe yen se yen komodidie mu ya no tie obi a mo fa nche se ano wo tra chira mamo se ano tie obi a fa nche mana mu ni ye enti na sabre ya betena se a menim nuanom ye dwendwe o man ho na e ka o man na sem da se na sabe she of the case so na ya dwendwe o man Ghana ho another topic is over Ghana ene man go ye o but enam a goodwill and I say ababa e koto yenti e bia na wo ye campaign power area ma NDC na ene de o se ne man go ye no ndimi nkasa say yeti kokoo so 1100 cashew 20% yati so electricity bill yatum who a free and 3 days crowd in social media mitano we try and they not about we try and never so a key and competent people Morgan have social media soon say after they are buying kuyen yes okaso botumu wan kaso botumu na da ho no na minority so ya de we minority adwuma so ye no na man koye oban no so tutum ndukuro na ndom de koko ko parliament no mo tire say yes na da ho ne yankasa obete so atiso ampa na sesi aya what koko so yi se china world market se tumu a obeye den onji se ya o de se wa se se tu koko mo china on dimintum na se akuafo na osisi wo ho ene de se governance no ye hwe de ye no waye ma oma e da se unya ebernati ye beda atiefo ina se ne ada ye mpana na sinase enua Hayford ne enua Samosafo that's an establish of the kisses. Me producer Solomon, Miss Solomon, and your minion Solomon, but as a part of teaching video, mammy. Cause one subscribe and follow, so come with your help. And then some panel, a be free. Thank you.